Hey, this is Garrick. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Radenso DS1 Radar Detector. And on top of that, we're going to install into my Tesla Model Y using the Vicseed Magsafe Mount. Come on, let's go check it out and follow me. All right, so primarily we have the Radenso DS1 and we have the Vicseed magnetic car mount, and we're going to be unboxing both of these products and showing you what I'm going to be doing, how I'm going to install this into the car. So here, as you can see, you got some user's manual, you got a nice case. Nice travel case. You could probably take this and go traveling. And here's a radar detector. Very cool. Very nice. You got the windshield mount, which I'm assuming this goes here. Magnetic, yep. I would not be using this, but this is something I probably would take with me if I'm traveling and using a rental car. I would be taking this with me. I guess Allen key. And also the power adapter. All right. The next item here we're going to be opening up is the Vicseed Magsafe Mount. Okay. Looks at the Magsafe Mount. I guess we got some additional accessories, an extra sticky for the mount, adhesive tool card. This will use to actually take off the adhesive, I guess the adhesiveness of the 3M tape off the wherever we're mounting it to. I guess a little ruler, user guide, and this looks like to be a cloth. All right. This here is a little installation frame to use for the corner of the screen, but we're not going to be using that. And here is the mount. Okay. Oop, sorry. Cool, right? I'm assuming we're going to take this off here. Probably put that there, and then there you go. That slides into place. And that will lock everything into place. All right, perfect. So one of the reasons why I bought this mount, because in this little accessory envelope from Vicseed, we have a couple magnet pieces here. We actually got 2 of them. So these magnet pieces here, you can obviously a non-MagSafe mount or a non-MagSafe phone or whatever you want to add it to, it actually sticks right over here, right? Oh, well now it's kind of hard to get out. But either way, my plan is to take the radar control detector, add this to the bottom where I can mount it on this, which goes on the back of the screen. So which allows me to take it off and on by magnet, by MagSafe, just like how we use the phone. And the reason why I went this direction as well is because the days I'm not using the radar controller, I actually can use my phone and MagSafe it on top of the screen as well. So it gives me the best of both worlds if the days I'm not using the radar detector. So that's the reason why I did that. All right, let's go to the car and let's get this installed. So the things we need to help with the installation of the radar detector is we're going to need some trim removal tools, a T20 screwdriver, You're going to use a measuring tape, painter's tape. So the radar detector actually came with its own power cable. The problem with that power cable that it's actually one of those twisty cables, and unfortunately it's not going to work in this case. This particular radar detector, the reason why I kind of like this one, it is a USB-C adapter, which is great since everything's going to be USB-C in the future. So if I'm going to run something using a USB-C wire, I'm going to be able to use it for other things that's going to be able to mount there. So potentially the new iPhone 15 is going to be a USB-C charging adapter cable. And if that's the case, my cable will be already wired directly there. So I wouldn't actually have to have another cable if I'm using like Waze or anything like that on the phone. So I actually was lucky enough to actually have a long USB-C cable laying around the house, and I was able to order these USB-C right angle adapters from Amazon, and everything I have here, I'll list it for you guys to. I'll list it on my link below, so you can take if you want to get some, you can get some. This right over here, plug that in. They'll give this a nice little right angle. So when I'm plugging it into the radar detector, it's gonna stay nice and flush. It's not, the wire's really not gonna stick out or anything like that. So I have this blue tape up top here. The reason why I did this is going to allow me to mark where dead center is going to be. So when I install the MagSafe mount, I want to make sure that's right in the middle where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to take my measuring tape. I'm going to measure the screen, and the screen is actually exactly 14 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it. I'm going to run that little line just like that. That little black line right over there is primarily marked right at the center. Okay, so let's measure that again, make sure I'm spot on. Yes, I am at 7 inches. Okay, and then here, as you can see, what I want to do is that I want this area just to stick up just a little bit on top. So what that does is that it's going to allow the radar detector to sit right over there, right? And here in the mount, this line here is going to be dead center. So that I want to make sure that I'm going to line up this line with this line right over there. What I'm going to do real quick is just to extend this over a little bit more. And that should be my mark. All right, let's get this taped up. And the next thing we're going to really do is we're going to install the MagSafe sticker mount. Okay. So as you can see here, I'm going to take the radar detector. I'm just going to sit it right there. All right. Should be a pretty good spot right there. All right. Take the sticker. We'll place it right dead center in the middle. Okay. Got that on, a little tight. Put a little more pressure. And there you go. All right, as you can see here, I actually ran the cable through one of the holes right over here into the mount. So at least we'll keep the cable real nice and flush to the screen versus having it hang down right over here. And then from that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cable, I'm actually going to run it through here, underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the center console out. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the cable all the way through into here. And that's going to allow me to cleanly have the cable inside the car without showing. And it'll be plugged directly into here to give it power. All right, let's get going. Let's make sure we get our tool and really dig in here a little bit. And there's actually clips that goes along here that you want to use the tool to help you take that clip out. Usually the first one is what's needed, and you can pull out the rest. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to take this cable. I'm going to literally run this cable directly into here. I'm going to tuck it in and put everything underneath here. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to take some screws out here, run the cable underneath this metal part, and able to have that cable right over here. And it goes directly into the charger right over there. So right now, I got the cable sitting right over there. Have it go underneath the metal bracket. And I have the cable sitting right here. And I just tested it. Does close and no issue. And yeah, looks like a pretty clean install. I'll put everything back together and then we'll go from there. As you can see here, it's mounted pretty well. When I need to take it out, it's really simple. I can just pull it out. You can see the MagSafe ring right over here. Unplug it, put it away, or carry it along with me, you know, on another trip into another car. When I'm ready to use it again, plop it back on, position it, and now you're good to go. Love the setup. Really, really easy to use. The best thing about this setup is when I use my phone, I can use my phone as Waze. I can, you know, position it to different angles and so forth. Allow me to use other maps other than the Tesla app. All right, so radar detectors. You know, I don't condone speeding. I got the radar detector for more of a peace of mind for myself. You know, try to avoid a ticket a little bit ahead of time if possible. I always had radar detectors in the past. I haven't had in my last car as my old radar detector broke, but this is something to give myself a little peace of mind. You know, like I said, I don't condone speeding. This is just for me, for my purposes.